Your client wants to settle. It's over.
Did he threaten you?
He's offering me a lot of money, D.
All I'm saying is don't just ghost my girl a few days before her engagement party.
I went to the Pine City Trust P.O. Box. Guess who walked in and went right at it? Cindy Shay.
Ever since Gary killed himself, we've been thinking he's some kind of victim, but I'm not so sure.
What I need to know is how Cindy's involved.
It's the proof that you're looking for.
I am not settling.
You are impossible.
I'm also right.
All right, Delilah fans, you just saw the trailer for next week's episode, Season 1, episode title, Purple Empress. No synopsis, sadly. So this is Season 1, Episode 7, airing on 4/20. Ha! Okay, so here we go. Tamara is telling Delilah that Leah wants to settle out of court. And of course, Delilah's skeptical about this, so she asks Leah if Fred threatened her, and she's like, Delilah, it's a lot of money. Because at the end of the last episode, you had a situation where Fred came over to Leah's apartment and pretty much is like, we need to sell this right now. So he grabbed her by the wrist, having you believe like, oh Lord, is he going to threaten her? But it seems like he is a bit, apprehensive, but at the same time, if you go back to episode 1, Leah's whole thing was getting money because she needed to pay her bills and whatnot. So if it's like a major windfall, then you got to wonder, is Delilah continuing with the case? Because she does tell Tamara, like, there's no settlement. No, we're not settling out of court. So you got to wonder, is she fighting for justice because she doesn't want Leah threatened into settling? Or is this a situation where she's still on how her brother Nate could have been impacted by these radios causing his handicap? And that leads you to believe, is it more personal than it should be? I mean, when you think about it, both Tamara and Delilah have personal stakes in a case where Tamara needs to win or at the very least settle out of court in order to gain partnership at the firm. Whereas Delilah, you could argue that she might be a little bit over the top because of how this company affected Nate. So both of them aren't in it with the best intentions when you really think about it. So there's a voiceover, and I don't know who's talking to who, but it says, all I'm saying is, don't ghost my girl a few days before an engagement party. And we got, Tamara kind of lounging around. She's sad. And we got like visions of Casey just popping up. So is somebody talking to Casey about, don't ghost Tamara? I don't really know. I honestly don't know. We have Mace and Delilah talking. And apparently Cindy Shay, I believe it's Gary's wife, she popped up at a Pine Sage P.O. box around the same time as Mace. And Leah doesn't think Gary was a victim. And Delilah's, like, okay, so how is his wife connected to all this? And we don't know the name of this new character, but we have a woman in Mace saying that they have some important evidence. So it seems like, there might be some foul play going on. Is Leah saying, I don't know, what if Gary wasn't a victim? Is she becoming skeptical now because of the major settlement that she could take right now? And she's basically starting to neglect evidence that's right in front of her face? Or is this a situation where she's wondering, Gary, was he a victim? Was his death staged? What's going on here? There are a lot of questions. His wife in the trailer, I don't know, is she meant to look a bit deceitful? Just looking at how she's looking based on her facial expressions. There's a lot we don't know yet, but either way, Purple Empress. I wonder who that's in reference to. I don't know. So that's all I have for this particular video and the trailer breakdown. I was curious if we would know. Well, no, I mean, next week is episode 7. Like I said, some sources say there are 7 episodes, others say 8. So I guess maybe when we get the trailer for episode 8, if there is an episode 8, we'll know. Yeah, I'm guessing there is an episode 8 because I'm pretty sure they would tell us if the season finale was happening. So maybe next week when we get the trailer for the episode 8, it'll say the season finale of Delilah. So yeah. But with that being said, make sure you like and subscribe, hit the bell icon and select all. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description. And if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.